Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the next episode of The Sopranos. This is season 5, episode 4, titled All Happy Families, ... Welcome back everybody. So, The Sopranos, last episode on June, got off a little easy, I thought. But you know, it is what it is. We're just gonna kind of just roll with the punches, you know. I kind of just want to just hop in and see what's going on here. I think the most intriguing thing right now is the Adriana stuff. There's like some little things happening too, like Tony offered Artie to stay with him, etc., but I'm willing to see, or I'm eager to see how these storylines kind of continue to unfold. So let's just hop in, have a good time, discuss afterwards. But before I do want to remind you guys, Patreon for the full-length, uncut, unedited reactions, as well as early access to everything else you see here on the channel, as well as exclusive reactions. So if any of that interests you, hop on over to Patreon. Of course, if you can't start over there, go support me right here on YouTube. All you gotta do is like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Now let's stop talking, hop in, have a good time, discuss afterwards. All right, guys. Here we go. Okay, what's the living situation again? Exactly?
Stop, Uncle Tony, it's freezing cold! Uncle Tony, knock it off!
That's the best part about being an uncle. You can be an asshole and no one can say nothing. It's like, oh, that's just uncle, whatever. You know how he
Don't
is.
put pine cones in a filter. The hell's the matter with you?
Pine cones in the filter?
They will probably go through their entire lives not knowing that their father's sperm was smuggled out of jail to get Nancy pregnant.
What?
It's the least I could do. I just remember what happened to the power drill.
Why?
What's the matter?
Panic attack?
Attacks?
No, I think it's just indigestion.
Get some Pepto.
It's going away.
Sip on a Coca-Cola or a Pepsi.
Full blown.
What did your therapist say?
It actually helps, to be
Why
honest.
not?
What's on your mind?
Mr. Wegler wants us to come in and discuss AJ's lousy academic performance.
No, you're kidding.
Is this the same way?
AJ?
It's last year the Richie on with the Billy Buds.
AJ got him as a college advisor.
And I told this kid to start cracking the books.
After he got back from the Nets game you took him to on a school night?
It's got to be
Oh.
a situation with us. Why don't you cut him some slack?
No, that's your department. I get to be the prison warden over here while you indulge him. The iPod, the drums.
Again with the drums. Encourage extracurricular.
Do any of you know what he's doing
Drums
right
like
now?
that? Don't even look in the classifieds.
Why don't you just tell me when the school meeting is?
Jace?
Oh my god.
Looking?
What the?
I'm Bill.
Fuck! Jason! Jason! Ah!
Well, crazy, didn't we just meet these people like last episode?
You were warned, Lorraine. The money goes up to John.
So, if they don't have silencers, how'd they kill the other guy and she didn't hear the gun go off? She heard knocking, not a pop.
Fucking Philly Leotardo. She told me he warned her about giving us points if I take.
Phil's a pimp. It's goddamn Johnny's sack. It's his message to the other captains, that fucking animal.
Take it easy.
Fuck that.
Rusty.
Oh, I thought he was just gonna walk right in here. It's like, why? That would make no sense, but who knew? You know, comedic timing is great.
We go all out, we'll steamroll right over John. And I predict the guys in the street in Brooklyn and Queens, they'll welcome us as fucking heroes. It'll be easy.
It's a fucking declaration of war by Johnny. If you
That's what I'm saying. It's like, he's been a problem for so long.
Hey! There he is. Let me kiss the ring.
How about the one in the center of my ass? Just,
Old man
about that
Feach.
mess over in New York.
Sounds to me like your friend John wants to force little Carmine's hand. In my day, the top spot would have gone to little Carmine. Unless he was actually retarded or crippled or something. He's the son.
Yeah.
Hey.
The rocks?
Thank you, dear.
Anybody else?
If you need anything else, one of the kids will come out.
Okay.
No? You didn't have any lunch? You want a sandwich?
No, I'm all right.
Any excuse to come back here, right?
dummy Peter Gumare, when I was coming up, she had the long legs up to here like that.
Respect, buddy.
Smart as a whip. My compliments. It's important these young guys know the history.
Tell them about the time Tony and Jackie Aprile knocked over your card game. Oh, that he doesn't like to talk about.
I heard this. This is a great fucking story.
He should be dead by now. First of all, it was my game.
Feach is forgiven, even if he hasn't forgotten. But it's a great yarn, right, Feach?
Yeah. Fellas, you want to give us a minute here?
Okay, what's going on here?
I came to ask for my game back.
It's my uncle's game now, Feach.
Yeah, right, your uncle's.
Mm-hmm.
11 years I ran it. No fights, no raids. Not to mention that maybe I got it coming.
I'll give you 20%, but you gotta rent the house from me. I could throw some high rollers your way. Friends of mine.
Let me get out of here before I keep talking and fuck this up. Jeez. Thank you, Don Antonio.
Don Antonio.
He's an egomaniac, Tony. Always was, always will be. Comes into this fucking office, starts ordering people around. He's old. How do you think that feels?
Not great.
Can I go to the Mudvayne concert or not?
Mudvayne? I haven't heard of them in a while.
To let you stay overnight in New York with your friends, but I'm afraid it's not going to happen.
Todd's mother already made the arrangements.
She's not your mother.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't life unfair?
This little pothead from Texas, she fucked me dry. But she still wanted more. She's fucking nuts. So I'm wearing these pointy featherweights and I stick the toe in and I'm fucking her with it.
What?
The maid walks in and she says, "What's going on?" And I say,
Ante up, boys.
That's what you said?
Hello, girls. Hey. Sir Lawrence from the Meadowland.
Your Highness, how are you?
Tony, let me introduce Bernie Brillstein.
Did you get my list of toys? Oh, my cousin. Kind of high stakes for you, no?
Feach, front of my action. And thank you for not humiliating me.
"Hey, come on, he gets away with anything." Last time his parole officer made the unannounced...
They're constantly like checking each other. Even if it's trying to be harmless on the surface, it's digging deep down below.
So how's Lady Luck treating you, huh?
Jesus fucking Christ, how many times this guy got to say hello?
What, did I interrupt one of your impermeable stories? Go ahead.
So, long story short, I got my shoe in a snatch.
And it falls off and she keels over. Que putz.
Fucking.
Uh-oh.
His hands from the little mite. Jeremy Silverman, puppeteer, Children's Television Workshop. Father's Asa Silverman, head of commercial paper at Goldman Sachs, Upper East Side.
I didn't get my invitation.
He was like, no, really.
So let me guess. He called the English teacher Daddy-O.
Thing is, we are rapidly approaching crisis mode here with these grades. And time is of the essence. He's not going to get in with these grades. And I know about football, Anthony. It's our ace in the hole. SAT-wise, 505 and 430. I think we can edge up the math into the fives the next round.
He's had trouble with that before. Remember, Carm, when they thought he had ADD?
You didn't tell me that.
Oh, shit.
If I'm learning disabled, I get unlimited time on my SATs.
Is that true?
Let's talk about that later.
Oh, shit. Hey, maybe he's not as dumb as he looks. Or acts. Or is.
Do you think it would be a benefit to him to see a psychologist on a regular basis?
Everyone needs therapy in this house.
You don't approve of therapy, Mr. Soprano.
People use it as a crutch. And I always wonder what happened to Gary Cooper, the strong, silent type.
Gary Cooper wasn't a 16-year-old boy.
He was at one time.
And I'm going to have to agree with my husband here, Mr. Wegler. We sent our daughter to an adolescent developmentalist, and it was a disaster. I know my son, he's just lazy.
Yeah, the person that told Meadow to do what she wanted. It was a disaster.
They said I might be learning disabled.
Ready to go to class?
What's going on, Mary?
Dominica Paolini and Sasha Caputo, they were on their way to school this morning and they hit a tree. Nick is dead. Sasha's in a coma.
I'm sorry, who and who?
What's that?
Who's here when I got here?
Wow, look at her. She looks good.
Okay, if 1,000,000 zeros can be written on the front and back of a sheet of paper,
Mm-hmm.
how many sheets of paper do you need for a Google of zeros?
A what? A Google of zeros? Stop it, man. I can Google zeros.
Whoa! Oh, baby, an Xterra SE? Loaded. 3.3 liter supercharged.
What, this is mine?
Yeah.
What?
You are unbelievable.
Sticker's still on it.
He doesn't have enough distractions?
After what happened to those kids at his school, things got sensors in the seatbelts. It's part of Nissan's triple safety philosophy.
Nice ride.
You're not getting in?
He goes to his little beat up little. That sucks.
This is so deck. What is this, Bose? 6 CD changing. It's got surround sound.
Feel safer already.
This car is a tank. What's the matter?
SUVs eat up more of the ozone.
Oh, so you want to be the sucker in a regular car that gets decapitated?
I'm gonna catch some shit at school for this.
So what do you want to do?
Screw it. Can we take it out?
Yeah, we can take it out. Once. Then this baby sits in the garage till you pull your grades up to a C.
What?
You heard your father.
That was
Oh,
not
shit.
you.
Oh, what?
I gotta put dinner on. Tony, I have bills for you.
Tony, you should have legit, like, checked him right then and there.
You better be nice to your mother. She's got the keys till your grades are up. I'll be right back.
Who has the keys right now?
The car is a motivational tool. The carrot and the stick, you gotta do both.
I could strangle him sometimes. He can be so hateful.
Oh, the smart mouth is not good.
It's minor, believe me. God, what happened to him? He was always...
Hmm.
He had the concept of sharing.
Spoiled, maybe? I don't know.
No matter was always sharper, but I remember the same thing with her. It's like watching an angel fall. What are you, crying?
Go away, Tony.
There's the tutor in writing like you had to have. I had to call Roto-Rooter. This is a cheap sound system for the media room.
Oh, your little movie connoisseur friends are still meeting?
At least I have friends.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
Come on, Tony, you just have a bunch of flunkies. They tell you that you're not going bored.
They didn't even invite you to the wedding or whatever they were just talking about.
They have to kiss your ass, laugh at your stupid jokes.
You know, you're turning into a friggin' cynic.
Whatever.
She's right.
I'm running a fucking business, not a popularity contest.
Damn, it's just those two eating together? That would be kind of awkward. Meadow's not here.
So, is this what they call common ground?
Just trying to have a civilized conversation.
Can I go to my room? I'm full.
Am I so horrible?
Get over yourself.
What the fuck is your
What's that
problem?
supposed to mean? Just go. Do me a big favor.
If you're gonna be a martyr, obviously I'll sit here.
Nope. Go. Put your plate in the sink.
AJ does suck. His attitude is fucking awful.
So, Tony, you liking the Escalade? I can't keep him on the line.
I love it. After I pulled out that global position and shit.
Always got his eye on the big picture.
Up to you.
I think you got that, Ace, and I'm not paying you for it.
Ace is over.
Tony's gonna like test him with like a lame joke or something, just to see.
What do you get when you cross an accountant with a giant jet airplane? A boring 747.
His fake ass laugh. You hear that? You hear that, guys? He said boring 747. It's like Boeing 747, but boring. Get it? That was great, Tone. That was great.
I've decided to let you stay in the city after the concert.
How come?
On one condition, though. No Hudson Suites. I talked to Med. She said that you can sleep over at her apartment. I will give you cab fare. When the concert's over, you go straight up there. Sunday morning, I want you home 10:30 sharp.
Thanks.
Don't stay up too late.
She's trying, though. This sucks. I hate this.
So, you guys like your job?
Famous Space 43.
Can I have your attention? Apparently there's been an armed robbery. Some automobiles were taken.
Did they legit do the...
They left all the American cars.
Oh my God.
I think his skull is broken.
Oh my God.
I'm a doctor. Let me in there.
Brooke, our car is gone. Now who's a genius for keeping his Regal?
That was a fucking SL-55 convertible.
You know how long my brother was on the waiting list for that thing?
A motherfucking year.
Yes, I want to go back to that.
Hello?
Look, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it up there.
What are you talking about? You know Mom's gonna call here.
I'm a total dick if I leave here. Just tell Mom I'm on my way up.
She's just gonna call back.
When do I ever ask you for anything?
All right, you better stay there and be home on time tomorrow. I don't want any shit from Mom.
The one time Carmela wants to be nice and AJ's taking advantage of it. Crazy. Like I said before, having kids sounds awful.
Hello? Is your brother there? He's not answering his cell.
I know, he's asleep. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but he was pretty zapped.
I knew it. Is he all right?
Mom, he's fine.
Just wait until you have children.
Not me, I'm never having kids.
So, how are things going?
We're in the middle of a movie, Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good night.
Good night.
This makes me feel horrible.
Bring them in. They stole all the fucking cars. I had to sedate my own little girl at her wedding. I mean, they had one of those, you know, what do you call it, those car carrier things? And it was a very well-coordinated operation. You gotta help me before they're chopped. Can't you do anything? I mean, make some calls?
Well, that shit's insured.
He's obsessed with that car. His glasses, his daybook were in it.
It's my mother.
Ma'am, I told you I can't put you through. Room 417 has a block on the line.
God help you if anything happens in there like those children in Westchester.
No, no, don't answer it. My face is stuck to the rug.
They fucking crazy glued you.
Housekeeping.
Fuck, what should we do? We're asleep!
All right, help me. Ow, ow.
This is driving me crazy.
Oh, dude.
Oh, shaved your eyebrows? This is driving me crazy.
Hi, yeah, it's me. AJ stayed in the city with his friends last night, and he's not home yet, and I can't get in touch with him.
Take it easy. Slow down. Or just sleeping it off.
No, I called Todd's mother, and Todd came home. He could be dead by now. OD'd. God knows what else. God, why did I let him go?
He's all right. I'll take care of it.
How?
What number of the hotel?
It's the Hudson Suites on the west side. Tony, just go there, all right? I'm so worried I'm not even angry anymore.
All right. I'm on my way.
Anthony? God damn you! I've been going crazy trying to reach you.
Later, I don't
What
feel
happened to
good.
your face?
Leave me alone.
No, I want to know what happened. You never even went to Meadows after you gave me your word.
Get off my back.
You are a liar.
Fuck you.
What did you say?
Yo, AJ is fucking awful. I hate this guy. I know he's a kid and a teenager and all that, but I fucking hate this kid. Yeah, if I was coming, I'd take that car. It's gone.
Where is he?
In his room.
What happened to your leg?
He lied to me, Tony, which means that they both lied.
She's covering for him. It's what sisters are supposed to do.
Oh, of course, right. He cursed at me.
What did he say?
Said fuck you.
He's asleep.
Not anymore.
Oh, hey, Dad. I was just taking out the trash.
What's different about you? Who did this?
We were just screwing around.
What'd you say to your mother?
Tony.
What did you say?
I said the
Slap.
You're finished. You're never gonna drive that fucking car till you're 45 years old.
But you wouldn't let me talk. I was trying to tell her what happened.
Oh, see, it's my fault.
Now let's hear it.
I was gonna go to Meadows, but there
Yeah,
weren't any
let's hear it.
cabs. And I didn't think you'd want me standing in the street at 11:30 at night. We were right by the hotel.
Enough of your lying.
I am not lying.
Look at your face. If you got some kind of sexual proclivity with that teacher or whatever, now's the time to tell us. Poppers and weird sex.
What? No. Look, we don't do drugs. We're not some stupid dopers.
Poppers and weird sex.
But it just made me sick.
How can anybody believe what you say?
Because I told you. You never believed me.
You had a couple beers.
Yeah.
You didn't do any drugs.
No.
Come on, look.
Tony, stop it.
Should be grounded, yeah, but It's not the end of the world.
What?
Mm.
I am sick of your bullshit. Both of you. He can go live with you.
Don't get dramatic now, all right?
What? Great, good.
Shut up.
I have never been more serious in my life.
No, I feel like this is good. You can deal with him.
Go outside.
No, I feel like she needs to get rid of
What are
him.
we gonna do? Really?
He's living with you, buddy.
No, I mean really. Come on.
Did you think I was joking?
You remember us?
No, shouldn't have to be the one to deal with him all the time. Fuck that.
Fingers, and we still laugh our asses off about it.
I don't really blame AJ. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to. He's testing the limits as much as he can. I blame myself. It's my fault, Tony. My pathetic need to compete with you clouded my judgment. Or I never would have let him stay over in New York. I knew he wasn't ready.
His eyebrows will grow back. Nothing really happened.
I said, fuck it. And you know why? To get him to love me as much as he loves you.
He loves you. It's just, you're his mother. It's different.
It is different, but obviously in this situation...
Take him. Let him live with you.
Nothing's gonna get done in this house. I mean, Artie will probably be the most responsible one. Tony's not gonna do anything because he's the boss or whatever. And AJ...
Terrell's expiration date, 2007.
He's gonna push his limits here too. Crazy.
Have a seat.
Sounds serious.
You have anything to do with that wedding takedown in Ringwood?
Why? Is that a problem?
I told you that doctor was a friend of mine. Are you aware of how many things a fucking MD can do for us?
Sorry, Godfather. He was at the game. I thought he was just another pigeon.
Who authorized you to do it?
I know it was wait for a long time. When did that happen? You gotta ask permission to ply your trade? Here's your end. Be happy.
That's the second time I'm playing catch up with you.
Oh, I have to send you a memo every time I move my bowels, too?
Apparently. Old man. Things have changed.
Why don't you put one of those cars through my shops?
What? Johnny Sack told me about this guy in Newburgh.
Johnny
Oh.
Anyway, he gave me a better deal for shipping him home.
Are you fucking serious?
I don't like the way I'm being talked to here.
What did I tell you? I said as long as you don't step on anybody's toes.
In my day.
And that's another thing. I don't want to hear no more about how it was in your day. Shut the fuck up!
Damn. Awkward.
Sorry if I offended you. Gotta remember, Tony, I still think he is a kid.
Not a kid anymore, buddy.
I'll learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saying what you want to hear, man. That right there. That would piss me. That would piss me off. The only one not laughing.
Come here.
We all right?
Just get yourself 55 back, okay? Maybe I was too hard on that guy.
Nah.
Did I learn nothing from Richie Aprile? Nip it in the bud.
Is it happening right now? Because they're saying Chris is here.
Hey, Olsen and Johnson.
That's the Canale suit I promised you. He said you should try in the jacket and see how the sleeves are. How's that?
How's that?
Get him off his game and bam, pop him in the back of the head or something.
No, we should go. We should go. Take care of that thing.
Can't wait.
Where the fuck you going? Come on, sit down.
Oh, we gotta do this shit. You don't want to know. It's all fucked up.
What?
My imbecile cousin, he was welding his boat trailer, burns down his garage. Now we got no place to park the truck that we got.
Flat screen TVs.
Oh, they're setting him up.
Garage right here.
My cousin's mother's got a place. We can lock it up there.
Park the load here. This way I'm around. Keep my glimpse on the stuff.
Yeah? How much you gonna want for that?
2.
Fuck you, Feech. It's fucking parking.
You gotta kick in a TV.
This seems very formal for a meeting.
I was a wreck. I mean, look what happened to those girls.
I thought maybe like Starbucks or...
Counselors. How's Anthony coping with that?
I have to say, he never mentioned it.
They all handle tragedy differently.
Actually, he just moved in with his father. I don't know if he said.
Really?
I don't know what you might have heard about my husband.
Some.
I mean, he's a good father, don't get me wrong. Our daughter is at Columbia. I just know that if he didn't get into a good enough school to interest him, and he dropped out, went to work as a waiter or something, he wouldn't last a week. You know, he would be drawn right in. You know, my husband doesn't want that for him either. You met him. My husband can be very magnetic. You know, he's bigger than life. Anyway, so what about you? How long have you been at the school?
Since '86. I suppose that's what caught me up, too, with Astrid. Some notion of escaping the quotidian.
So you were married?
For about 5 minutes.
Chicken marsala and the honey balsamic chicken.
Thank you. Hey, have you read Madame Bovary?
No.
It's almost a perfect novel. Flaubert writes about bourgeois loneliness, emptiness. It's great. It's truly great. I think you might enjoy it.
I will stop by Borders on my way home. Who was it by again?
Gustave Flaubert.
What am I supposed to be getting from this conversation?
Yeah.
Supervisor Curran, parole board, site visit.
Where's Eddie Stimich?
He's out sick. Just want to take a look around.
Got him caught up. So not kill him, but get him like arrested or whatever. Back in jail. Is he watching Judge Judy?
About here than Russia is the food.
Good one.
Eddie examined every fucking dust bunny in the place just last week.
Is that new?
Bequest. Friend of mine passed away.
That your garage?
Nah. It's where I make the weapons of mass destruction.
Let's go out and open it up.
You want to see my fucking garage? You never seen an oil stain before?
Let's go.
Is this the same day? Because that's a very big coincidence. No lie, that looks like a great day. Just chilling back, eating pizza or wings and drinking beer. Watching sports with the guys.
Oh, somebody hotboxed us? I saw you close the window.
That's Hotbox?
In bed, it's a Dutch oven.
Well, what's a Dutch oven?
When you fall in bed with a woman and you force her head under the covers.
Well, first you gotta be a bed with one. Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah, you would.
Oh my God! What? Jesus!
When I think Hotbox, I think something else.
Do your Spanish homework. 15 minutes.
Nah. He's starting to see it. He's like, what the fuck? You didn't just get up at my command? He was testing you. Oh, buddy. Back to the Iron Bar Hotel. About to be boarding with the warden.
Just got the call. The criminal corrections bust this morning.
Good.
This was the better move than taking him out.
I agree.
Man was a legend. Christopher agrees, by the way. Well, that's nice that he agrees. I'm not running a fucking popularity contest.
But is it going to come back to you? Because that's a very big coincidence. Don't tell me AJ's back here. If he is, he's a bitch. Dad made me do my homework. Maybe we're just getting to see her go home to...
Look at me! Anthony!
Aw. Going home to an empty house. A big empty house. I feel horrible for Carmela. Awful. Absolutely awful. I feel bad. Alright, guys. So that was The Sopranos season 4, episode 5. Season 5, episode 4. All happy families. ... That's crazy, guys. Like, I feel horrible for Carmela. She's in a horrible situation. She's the bad guy. And if you guys remember, if you guys actually watched Breaking Bad, it's almost like that storyline too. Not to get too far into it, but when Skylar has to kind of be the bad guy, and you know, Walter Jr. loves his dad and is being gaslit by his dad into thinking, you know, he's a great guy and that is his mom that's the problem. And yeah, it feels like we're seeing that a similar type of story beat here, or story beats. AJ's a spoiled bastard, man. I hate that kid. I mean, I know I shouldn't say that because he is a kid. He's doing what kids do. It's like what Carmela was saying, but it's a horrible situation to find herself in because she's doing the best she can, and someone actually has to step up and be the police around here, you know. You can't just let AJ run around and do whatever he wants. You gotta like actually put your foot down and set boundaries. And Tony's not about that. He's always about kind of doing what he wants, hanging out, being living the solo bachelor life. And now that the tables have been turned, the script has been flipped, and AJ's now living with him, he's gonna find out that it's not exactly as it's cracked up to be. It's not as simple as he thinks it's gonna be. It's very easy to paint the picture of what's happening one way if you're only seeing it one way. Because to Tony, he's like, it's not a big deal. He doesn't hate your guts. He just treats you differently because you're the mother. No. Wrong. True that you can treat mom and dad differently, but at the same time, they're equal as parents. You know what I mean? One shouldn't have more power than the other. They're both your parents. They're both your guardians. They're both the authority figures in your life, basically. You know what I mean? It sucks to see AJ just kind of drag Carmela through the mud and just disrespect her at every turn. And then Tony just doesn't back her up. He's like, it's not a big deal. He just had a couple of beers. I'm like, oh my God, this guy pisses me off every single time. Then Meadow, ugh. And then what does Carmela get for all this? She comes home to an empty house. Sure, maybe a night or two, you'd be like, oh, it's so relaxing. But then after a while, you're like, my family fucking hates me. Like, what the hell? Like, no one wants to be with me. My kids hate me. My husband, we're separated. My daughter lies to me. I would feel horrible as Carmela right now. She's in a horrible position, horrible predicament, and there's really nothing she can do but kind of just continue riding the wave. It's really shitty if you think about it. The Tony stuff, I'm interested to see, because they're doing the slow burn with the Tony and Tony B. Feach is out of the equation right now, but I think this episode really highlighted what I really enjoy most about Carmela. She keeps it real. She's like the anchor Tony needs and is not willing to admit it. You know what I mean? Because without her, Tony will just be drifting, doing whatever in the middle of the ocean, not knowing where he's going, not having a direction, just kind of just riding the wave, just going with the current. At least with her, she keeps it real. She told him, it's like, yeah, then you don't, at least I have friends. You don't have friends. They only kiss your ass because they have to. You're the boss. And then that image of Paulie just, that was great, T. Good job. I'm like, oh my God. That would piss me off. Like if someone's being hella fake with you and they're just like, oh, that would get me. I don't know. Really good stuff though. We're really, oh man, this show, kind of crazy that there's only like another season after this. But I kind of want to just continue riding the wave, because this continues to entertain me and engage me and intrigue me. I want the best for Carmela, right? And I feel like she's taking steps to do that, but then reality kind of just cuts her out at her legs again. It is what it is. I just feel bad for her. I just hope that at some point, she gets something in the end. She has somewhat of a happy ending, because I feel like she needs it. She deserves it. She's worked really hard. She's holding everything together. She's the only one that just feels like she's actively doing something despite, being kept in the dark about certain things. I think she's one of the best characters. For sure. AJ's the little dick. Hate him. Meadow's a bitch. She's doing what she's doing. Tony, selfish, careless. He's just doing whatever. Hanging out with the boys, Artie and Tony B. Eating wings, drinking beer. Living the life while Carmela goes home to an empty house. Feeling unloved and unwanted. Awful. Awful, awful. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Let me just scrub through this, make sure I got everything. Yeah, the Feach stuff was interesting, but I'm just like, he has to come back at some point, right? Because they literally just introduced him like a couple episodes ago, and then all of a sudden he's gone. Like, he was making problems, and I'm glad Tony kind of dealt with him like quickly, because that would have been another Richie situation. And as far as like Carmela meeting with this guy about AJ and possibly being academically, what's the term? Academically disabled or something, right? There's a term for it. It slipped my tongue real quick. The car, that's another plot point. That remind me of Breaking Bad when he buys Walter Jr. the car and Skylar just loses her shit. It was great. Almost kind of like the same thing going on here. The dinner scene, Carmela trying to just trying to find common ground with her own son, and he doesn't even care. It's just all those scenes between Carmela and trying to like do right by her son by in her way trying to compete with Tony, because Tony is the dad that just spoils the kids, while someone has to be there to police them. It sucks that Carmela has to be the one that just bears the all the negative blowback of everything. AJ proved he cannot be trusted. Look at this. He was glued to the floor, shaved off his eyebrows. At least he wasn't like his friend who literally had insert wood written on his ass. That was great. That's hilarious. Mudvayne, though, I can't think of a single song specifically, but I remember liking them back in the day. Mudvayne. Like I said, Feach is gone. I thought they were gonna kill him, but I'm glad they didn't. But I feel like that's gonna come back and bite them in the ass at some point. We'll see, though. And again, Carmela me with that guy about. I thought he liked her. That could be a thing. We could have another Furio situation going on, but who knows? And yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. Good episode. Can't wait to see what happens in the next episode. And yeah, I think I'm just going to end it there. All right, guys. You guys enjoyed my review. Enjoyed my reaction, guys. Want to see this episode with me in its entirety. It's also available to you right now over on Patreon. Links are in the description down below, or put it in the top comment. If you can't support me on Patreon, go support me right here on YouTube. All you gotta do is like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Now I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll catch you guys next time in the next episode of The Sopranos, which will be Season 5, Episode 5. Until then, adios, guys.
And if you liked what you saw, tell your friends, tell your family, tweet about it, and if you didn't like it, shut the fuck up.